Hey everybody, this one's been a long time coming. It is finally time to do the room tour. I have been cleaning and re-cleaning and trying to organize, and the room will never ever be ready. That's kind of what I've come to the conclusion. That being said, I'm really excited to do this, to share something I've put so much time and energy into. It's got to happen, right? So yeah, here we go. Let's dive in. I'm super excited. Let's go. All right, so here we are. So the game room is basically the majority of the basement. This is the stairs coming down. Instead of doing the whole like Blair Witch thing, it's not even gonna focus, and you know, kind of tumbling down the stairs and making you guys nauseous, I'm just gonna show you pictures of the posters. They're up to kind of just give the like movie theater feel. You know, this is, you know, representing some of the games I've picked up. So we'll start off with probably, hopefully, the least interesting part. This is the bathroom. I don't know how well it's going to show on camera, but it is a very large bathroom. Lots of room for activities.
There, so many activities!
The first thing I'll show off is these two little posters I have here. I picked these up at the Midwest Gaming Classic a couple years ago. I wanted to get more last year, but I didn't see the booth that had them, and they had a ton of cool ones. So I was kind of bummed I didn't see them again, but these are awesome. They and look great here because they're not super big. Otherwise, it's just a standard bathroom. I won't show you around too much. The other cool thing, I just love that I have this up here. It's a poster to the moon, but this is just like a really small TV that I put one of those like thumb drives in. That just has like Arkanoid and what is this? Space Invaders, and I think it has like a couple, just like a few other games. It's more of a novelty thing. This almost never gets turned on unless I'm having a party and I just want to goof with my friends. But yeah, that's it in here. So we'll keep going. We're gonna go the opposite direction this year, and we're gonna come around this way. This is, you know, obviously like the main seating area where I do most of my gaming. So we'll start here. I'm a huge Persona SMT fan, and this is like the main shelf for like all the figures I have. Here's just like a huge collection of a bunch of the demon personas from the games. Here is all the Phantom Thieves, including Skull, who apparently Japan hates and is never getting a scale figure. This is the dancing level. I actually made this one the whole thing myself. This actually, the whole shelf is just from Hobby Lobby. And these were just like brown wood shelves in this metal frame. I made the background. I made this whole acrylic resin like disco dance floor on my own. Put all those lights in. I'm pretty proud with the way that turned out. These turn on too. And they have like rotating lights, but it's the motor on them super loud, so I'm not gonna turn that on for the video. Here's just more random figures. And then the bottom shelf doesn't have a light on it, but it just has a couple figures there. And then this is the main TV that I play games on. I don't know why that took me so long to come up with that. I just bought this. It's you can put 4 different HDMI in and 1 going out. So I'm going to try to organize all the cables. I don't know if you can see, there's like a million cables. So that's something I'm going to work on very soon. I did pick up the Portal recently. I actually really like that. It's great for RPGs. And then the Switch that I'm using, I actually have 4 Switches. I have like the OG Switch. That's up in my bedroom. And I have a Switch Lite that I, you know, just used on the go, and I have the Switch Lite, the Zelda one, but that I'm keeping in box just because. I picked up the Analog Pocket this year, and that's an awesome system. It did take me a super long time to get the dock to work, but you know, now that I have it hooked up, I'm happy with it. Just a storage for some controllers. PS2 I finally got hooked up, and it's hooked up to 2 DDR pads, one's underneath the other. That's like my new go-to with my kids. It's a super lot of fun to play. Here's one of those, you know, multi-system HDMI out. So what's really nice about this one is it does original Nintendo. So instead of like putting the cartridges in where the label gets ripped up, this just loads in the top. So very nice for that, to not damage them. The only downside I found about this one is that some of the original Nintendo carts don't have pins that go all the way across. There's like a small gap in the middle, and this one will not read those. So I don't know, that's kind of a bummer. And then this is just a figure of Mario on his cart. Okay. PS5, obviously, and this is my really ghetto PC. I'm not a PC person, so it's not like a really gaming PC or anything. And this is my desk that I never use because I don't do PC, but just a bunch of little things on it that I got. Snorlax, that's like my spirit Pokemon. That's a little plastic cheap figure of a moose that my wife got me because it's kind of my nickname. I'm a big hairy guy, so there you go. Hollow Nest from Hollow Knight, awesome game. Any of my OG Destiny fans, rest in peace, right guys? Missed that. Here's a game I'm terrible at, Gunvolt, and then just a couple other posters over here. These have been up for a while, so yeah. This is like a crappy fireplace that doesn't even work anymore. I'm gonna eventually rip this all out. Just haven't gotten to it. There we go. More Zelda stuff on there. You'll see a lot more Zelda stuff coming up, don't worry. So this is kind of the door into, I'll kind of back up, into the unfinished area of the back of the basement. And I kind of always breeze over this. And it's not super exciting, guys, I'm gonna be honest, but just briefly I'll go over what's back here. I have started to organize a little bit. This is all stuff I'm getting rid of, but these are all like working systems that I have just like stored back here. These are all like my like portable games that there's nowhere, I don't have a better place to store them right now, but I just keep all that stuff back here. It's nice to kind of have a place to organize it a little bit. Here's an arcade one-up cabinet. I think I'm like most people. I used to really love arcade one-up, and I'm kind of falling out of it. It's just too expensive, and they're fun, but they take up a lot of space. Anyways, I don't get anymore. This one's awesome though, and I feel bad that it's back here, but I don't have a space for it because this is the sit-down one, which is even better for a driving game, but I just don't have a room for it right now, like the way my game room's set up. So I don't know, that's a bummer. And then this is just all old DVDs. I don't even buy DVDs anymore. These are just ones I've had forever, and I'm just one of those people that don't let go of things, so I just keep it. And I got a bunch of like little figures and all kinds of shenanigans up on top here. And then in the back is just a whole bunch of bins of Legos that are put together. You know, all that kind of, just like, it's a basement, so I just got like lots of Lego stuff. And then these are a few tropical plants that I have inside for the winter because they will not make it through the winter where I live. So yeah, look at how responsible I was. I put up grow lights. No weed, guys, sorry. I'm not that, I don't do that. I don't grow it, but those are banana trees. That's just like a spider plant and a couple succulents. So yeah, that's it. I think the last thing that's of any interest back here is this is my very small little manga shelf. Just some figures. And then these are all like DVDs that I have found at Goodwill. And that was like back before Goodwill started sucking like hard, and they don't even keep their anime stuff anymore. And then just whatever few books I have. I know Gandalf doesn't belong with anime or manga, sorry. And then just Berserk. Berserk's amazing. And I'm up to 6 now. Obviously, as you can tell, I haven't even caught up reading, but that's a great series of books. So yeah, that's it for the very exciting unfinished part of the basement. Then we get to just a little shelf right here. Just some, video game figures. That's that. Here's the first of the Nintendo shelves. Just some more figures and stuff on top. This is one I just picked up with the Mario Kart figure, and this one's super cool because it lights up, but they didn't even advertise this in the website, but this lights up too, which is awesome. I wish they would have, I mean, it was super cool that the Polter Pup lit up, but I wish they would have showed his pack lighting up too. This is all of my original Nintendo, not like a super amazing collection by any means. I just never find it in the wild, so I just don't pick a lot up. And then these are all in box. This is one I found complete in box at Goodwill before they started sucking years ago for like, like $10. And it's not in perfect condition, but man, it was such a better day back then to game hunt. A couple of Game Boy Advance games complete in box. Here's the DS, which is honestly a system I like more than the 3DS, so I have a few more of those games. That's my very small 3DS collection. And then even, you know, just a small, I'm not a GameCube person. I didn't grow up with it. I was kind of past gaming. Like, you know, around 20 or so, like in college, that sort of phase when GameCube was out. So I didn't game back then. I didn't have a GameCube when it was new. So not a system I'm super nostalgic for. So that's kind of all I've picked up randomly throughout the last couple of years. And then even smaller is the Wii U. And I think this is all came from the guy I bought the Wii U from on Marketplace. I'm not even sure if I got any other games after that. I don't know. But that's, you know, obviously super small. And then just Wii games. I'm not going to go through them. There's nothing really special. Just, you know, whatever I found randomly game hunting over the last like 3-4 years. Yeah. Okay, and then moving up, this is just a, you know, huge Amiibo collection I've gotten. I got lazy and I stopped opening them. I don't like keeping them in the case. These will all be opened and the case is thrown away. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings. I just don't like the cardboard cases. I like having them out. I think they look so much better. I really do. And I don't think anybody's collection is going to be worth more money in the packaging. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think so many people are doing it, they'll never really be worth it. I think they're just going to hold enough value like this, and I like them like that. So there you go. Here's the starting the next Nintendo shelf. Just some steel books, and they've got some, like, I guess like collectors or special edition boxes you can't even see. So that's something eventually I want to redo. Haven't gotten there yet. Here's Switch games. I don't think I have anything crazy except for when I started buying from Limited Run. Oh, we're here. I got this one, you know, for whatever Limited Run was charging for it, $35 or something. And I opened it to play it, but I still think it's like worth a crazy amount. I think it's like a couple $100 game now. It's insane. I don't know why, but there it is. Here's Super Nintendo, that's complete in box. These are all original except for I just recently got King of Demons. That's obviously not an original game. And then all the Super Nintendo games I have right there. And 64. Very small collection once again. I just don't find Nintendo stuff in the wild. And that's a lot of extra space for new games. So yeah, that's something I definitely want to work on because I love Nintendo, but it's just not the system I find, you know, the systems I find. All right, so first this is one of those Detolf cases from IKEA. There we go, that's the word. This is definitely one of the coolest things in my collection. It's Joker from Persona 5. This is Pinewood Studios, and it's a big, big statue. And then the first shelf in here is just Pokemon. Not my most favorite, but I enjoy Pokemon. I think every gamer's able to at least appreciate it. Then the River City Girls / Kunio-kun. A beat 'em up series I absolutely love. I've fallen in love with the series over the last couple years. So good. And the last one is My newest shelf is the metaphor because I've certainly have issues with that game and I need to make a video on it, but it's an amazing game. It really is. And then I don't know what I'm going to do down here yet. I got to decide. In the middle, if you watch pickups, this is where we put the table right here and film. Just a Shantae poster, some figures I like, and then Xbox, which I'll be honest, I find them once in a while, but I don't have a lot of experience with Xbox. I actually just signed up for an Xbox account on my 360 this year for the first time ever, and I've been playing on 360. That's my most modern Xbox. So yeah, there you go. The next one, this is all Zelda. I finally just got Daruk, so got all four of the champions. They look awesome together. I don't know how well it translates on film, but they look great. Here are majority of the games. Minish Cap is my favorite 2D Zelda. It's awesome. But yeah, these are great. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see back there. Some more of the games. These World and Nintendo ones, I actually got from Toys R Us right when it was closing. So I got them dirt cheap, which was awesome. And that's the Nintendo Lite I said I was keeping sealed. And then a bunch of the different books, guides, a DVD I actually found at Goodwill for dirt cheap. Just, more Zelda related stuff. Okay. And then the last one on this wall is PlayStation, or the beginning of it. Once again, these are obviously not even a lot of PlayStation games, but until I get more PlayStation stuff to put up here. Oh, sorry, it's not focusing. I've got those. I got a bunch of these little metal Street Fighter figures recently that I really enjoy. And then, okay, here's my giant PS5 collection. I really wish they would come out with more games for that I was interested in. But yeah, there we go. Here is my giant PSP collection. And I only have one PSP, but it works great. Here's PS4. I don't know what to do about the actual each game collection, guys. I don't know if I'm supposed to be pulling that stuff off the shelf. I feel like that kind of slows down the whole production, and I don't want like a super long video. If you have a specific question about a system, or if you see a game on there you have a question about, feel free to ask. I'll do whatever I can to answer. Here's Kiryu from the Yakuza series and Isaac from Dead Space. Empty shelf minus a bunch of PS1 memory cards. Who doesn't love memory cards? What a great trip from the past. Here are all the long boxes I have for PS1. I got all these from one lot this year. It was an awesome pickup. I was actually surprised of all of them. I think the most valuable is this Viewpoint, which is kind of like, I think, an isometric shooter. But for me, the most exciting one was this Darkstalkers. And this got the manual and everything. I just thought it was super cool. Just an Atelier figure, that's Verona. And then PS3. These ones don't fit vertically. I had to adjust these shelves. Or where are we? There we are. And it's just not tall enough for them to fit, which is a bummer. So got to rearrange these shelves at some point. Here are a bunch of figures I just picked up from Final Fantasy Tactics, which is my favorite game. And at the very bottom is my PS1. And it's not a big collection, but this is actually, I got a lot of good games in this one. Sorry if this camera work is so bad, this is super low. And then just a few more down here. All right, and coming off the PS1 collection, this is just the bar area. Nothing special back here. It's my Yoda collection. Here's some just posters of maps. I love maps from video games. I guess all maps, I guess I shouldn't have to specify. Go right around here. Just the rest of the bar. This is usually full of video game stuff, but I cleaned it off for the video to pretend like I'm organized. Up top on this bookshelf or shelf is more steelbooks. And this houses my Genesis collection, my very small Sega Dreamcast. I only have two 32X games and a very small Sega CD collection. But yeah, Genesis is another system I absolutely love. So I try to always, like every month, pick up at least one game. These are not all complete in box. I think there's one or two of the games that don't have a manual. But I think there's some of the cheaper ones. So yeah, eventually I'd like to update them, but it is not the end of the world. And then here's the Sega Dreamcast. That's another system I want to work on, get more of. Those are the only two 32X games, and then a small selection of Sega CD games, but I feel like I got a couple good ones. The Spider-Man's a lot of fun. I haven't played Dark Wizard yet, and you know, Lunar's a pretty well-known RPG, so there we go. Here's a retro station. When I said earlier that I play it 360, that's it right there. This is what I play it on. The Nintendos I haven't hooked up this year at all. I've just been playing the Xbox on this one. Here is a, oh, I guess I should, this is a cool little poster. These are just prints I got out of the Dragon Lair that came out. Who did? I think it was Limited Run that did it. But yeah, they look great. And then here's just another little old beat up cubicle, as you can see. But I've been playing a lot of the video game soundtracks that come with, you know, collector's editions or whatever. That's super fun to play when I'm cleaning or organizing or whatever down here. And then these are just more Persona figures that I have. That's it there. Here are the other arcade one-ups I have. I've got the volume all the way down. And no, these aren't on very much, only, you know, when we're playing them. I just turn them on for the video. You know, once again, like I said, I've kind of fallen out of love. I just don't have any more space. And they're just getting more expensive. I bought this on sale at Walmart for $400. I felt like that was justified at the time. It's got 4 people that can play. It's got the light up. So I'm like, okay, this is cool, but that's a lot of money. This one is the first one I got on sale for Black Friday, like, I don't even know, 4 or 5 years ago. I was on sale for $250. So I feel like that's an appropriate price. And now they're just so much money. And this one I actually found on Marketplace for $100. And it was filthy. I had to take off this like plastic shield. I had to clean everything, but it's in really nice shape now that it's cleaned up. And for $100, I mean, that's a pretty good deal. Okay, last little part of the game room. It's like this gaming nook back here. I'm gonna just move this giant chair out of the way so I can actually show you guys. And voila, the chair is gone. So we'll just start on the back wall here. Got a couple little posters. This used to have like shelving on it. And as you can tell, I patched them up. I've just never painted because I don't know what I'm gonna do with it eventually. I got a couple hats. This is one my kids bought me. It was like that Zelda like gift set from Target. And I have a bunch of like junk in it, but figure you hang it up. It's got the cool, you know, Hyrule Crust thing on it. This, I don't know how old it is. I think I bought it from Spencer's Gift like 20 years ago, and I found it in a box in the back. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. It's got to get hung up. And then that's the John Riggs hat that I had him sign at Midwest Gaming Classic last year. So that was fun. And then these are old shelves that I used to house all my games on. They're just don't actually hold a lot from side to side, and they're deep. So not my favorite for games, but for all this extra peripheral stuff, it works great. Up top, just some more collector stuff or Nendroids that I have. Once again, just like stuff to show off for the game room. Here's a bunch of Starling stuff. I still want to get more of this. I think I'm in the minority of people that actually really enjoyed that game. I had a lot of fun playing it. So I like getting the stuff. More, you know, just randomness for now. Down here is like some collector's editions I got. That's Blasphemous 2. I got both of the 2 Valuses that have come out from Limited Run. I've got the 3rd one on order. Here's a bunch of like gaming, video game DVDs or whatever. This one's like an interactive game. But this is just all stuff I found at Goodwill before Goodwill decided, you know, they were just going to be horrible. And then this is another collector's edition that I bought. But someday, hopefully, I'll have time to play. And a Wii Fitboard that is complete and really clean that I found at, I think that one was actually Salvation Army. I'm not sure. But that's it for that one. The next is this middle shelf. This is like my big Persona SMT shrine. If you don't like Persona SMT, this part's going to be pretty boring. Sorry. But yeah, here's 4 of the big Persona. You know, from Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5. The first shelf here is just every Persona or SMT game. I shouldn't say just Persona. SMT, everything under the SMT umbrella. Unless I'm mistaken, I have every North American or English release SMT game -2. I don't, this is Demi Kid's light version. I don't have Demi Kid's dark. But this is also the most expensive game in my collection. It's like $600 game. So that, if that tells you anything, that's why I don't have dark yet. I gotta save up for that one. But yeah, the original 2 Persona, Revelations, and then, you know, a lot more of the modern stuff back here. That is the original SMT on the Famicom release. I just love the artwork on that cover. And I found it for cheap, so not gonna say no to that. Here's the second shelf. This is just showing off some of the merch. Here's the third shelf. This is gonna change because I have the limited or special editions, whatever they're called, from Limited Run games coming for Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4. So the manga is going to have to get moved. But for now, it's just, you know, a bunch of that. And then the bottom one, once again, a bunch of books, art books. I want to get more of the guidebooks. They're actually kind of expensive. And then just some more stuff. Let's see if I can stand back up here. This is the same bookshelf as the other one, but it just houses more stuff. I don't really have a huge rhyme or reason why I have things where they are for now. It's just going to be, as I pick more stuff up, I'm going to have to organize it better and figure out what I want to do with it. This is a sweet 5200. I love this old dust cover. Oh my god, does this remind me of being a kid. And then a bunch of games I picked up, all in one lot with that 5200. Just some awesome stuff. And then the bottom 2 are all the like Game Informers. And then it's just a couple other books I've started collecting. That 3-ring binder has all the cards in it that came with the limited run games until they stopped doing that. Here's a whole stack of strategy guides. And then here's my retro setup. This is how bad it is. I don't have it organized or room yet, so I have my Nintendo on the floor. Here's the CRT TV. Oh, I got a couple of posters. I'll show this one off. This is one I made. And I used to do art, and I stopped for over a decade. That's the best I could do. And then here's one for Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics, which is just an amazing poster. But yeah, back down to the retro station. I just picked this up too to try to connect multiple systems into the TV at once, so I don't have to keep trying to get behind here to hook everything up. I've been playing a lot of House of the Dead 2 with the light gun that I picked up just a couple months ago. Oh my god, it's so much fun. And then the Genesis hookup, it's all working. It's all gravy, baby. I love it. And then this controller, I wish I could remember what company it was, but it works with the dongle. It works so good, and it feels great. It feels modern, but it's still a Sega Genesis controller. Oh, I love it. Keyboard, that's just a little unfinished area of the basement. A couple of posters on the wall over here. I do love putting stuff up on the walls to make it really feel like a game room. Starlink once again, baby. It's underrated. And this is an old original game. I love the artwork for this poster. I love it so much. I had to get it framed. Yeah, and then I'm going to end the video here, guys. Probably should move that chair out of the way. Oh, well. This is my PS2 collection. Definitely my biggest collection. I'm over 700 games. I don't know if it doesn't look like 700 to me. Like looking at it like this. But yeah, here we are. It is, I promise. I wouldn't make it up. First off, this is just all the plushies up on top. That's that. And then here's all the games. I will say I don't have anything that's like mind-blowing. I don't have Kuon. I don't have Rule of Rose. Anything like, or any of the Silent Hill games. I don't have the expensive ones yet. I'm really enjoying just picking up all the randomness that I've never heard of before. I think my most expensive game is Quarantine. And I even kept all the old stickers on it. I mean, like, look at this. Come on, it's got an EB Games sticker on it. That one I know is fairly pricey. Here's Tenchichi 3. And I've got a couple of other, like, games that I'm, proud to own. But I don't think they're, like, insanely expensive. God Hand, as I knock things over. I've got, like, weird, funky stuff. If I can find it. Yeah, here we go. While holding the camera, Mr. Mosquito. I should say, too, I only collect PS2 complete in box. This is the system I'm most snobby about. I want to, work on only complete in box PS2 games. So, yeah, it's such a fun system to collect for. I don't even know if this is going to be close enough for you guys to care about any of this or to even see it, but yeah, I'm just, barely over a third of the library, so I have a long ways to go, but I have a ton of fun collecting for it. Yeah, I don't know if you have any questions about PS2. I'll throw this out there. I cannot find a comprehensive list of North American PS2 games. So if anyone knows where I can find one, like a solid list I can print out. I want to have I'm old, guys. I want to have a physical list I can look at to try to determine how, where I'm at in the collection. But yeah, that's really it. Right around the corner is the bathroom that we started off at. So that's really it for the game room. I've been working hard on trying to make it look better, add, good games to the collection. And it's just, I don't know, it's just a hobby I love doing. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tour Please feel free to ask any questions. Tell me how amazing you think the room is. I would love to hear it. So yeah, thanks for checking out the video, guys. I'll see you on the next one.